I analyzed the top 10 whale wallets to see what they're doing and what we can learn from them. Whales have a lot more information and money than us. They can literally move markets. And oftentimes, they're really, really good at the game. There's a lot to learn from them, and I was really curious to see what we can get from them. So I went to DBank and looked at their top wallets. I saw what they were holding, what chains they were on, and where they were depositing their money. And I looked for overarching patterns and takeaways that everyday investors can take and learn from them. So here are the 5 takeaways and insights from the top 10 crypto wallets. So there are some disclaimers that I want to talk about before I start. These are the top 10 wallets from DBank. They may or may not be the top crypto wallets, but it's impossible to find and compare all these wallets because they divide up their assets into multiple wallets, and the real net worth is hard to find. So we're going with DBank's top 10. Also, DBank only has Ethereum and EVM compatible chains, so no Cosmos whales and no other non-EVM chains. And lastly, don't blindly copy trade these guys. These guys are whales, and oftentimes they know that people like you are looking at their holdings, so they hold stuff and then dump them later on the people who are looking at them and copy trading them. Also, scammers know that these strategies exist too, so they airdrop tokens to these whales to deceive people into buying their shitcoins. And also, whales are much larger than most of you. Their strategies are different, their risk management is different, and how they buy and hold certain coins is different. So instead, in this one, we're going to be focusing on the overarching patterns and insights that we can take away from them, instead of individual coins and holdings. So with that in mind, here are the 5 takeaways and insights from the top 10 whale wallets. Starting off, Ethereum is a chain of choice. It's the chain that most of these whales have a majority of their assets on. I did a similar analysis back in April where I looked at the top 10 whale wallets. Back then, things were more spread out between chains. Back then, 6 out of the 10 whale wallets had a majority of their assets on Ethereum, with sizable positions in other chains. The remaining 4 were on chains like Phantom and Avalanche. However, things are looking different now because of the bear market. Back then, things were less bearish. The alt layer 1s weren't hit as hard yet. Last cycle's narrative was alt layer 1s and Ethereum killers. We saw a lot of new blockchains pumping and getting a lot of attention. But now with the blood flowing again and the noise cleared up, everyone's coming back to good old Ethereum. It's the chain that lasted through multiple cycles for a good reason. Most of the Ethereum killer narrative was noise, and it looks like only ETH and a few other chains are going to survive this. And because of that, most of these whales moved back from all these different chains and are back now on Ethereum, with 9 out of 10 of them primarily having their assets on Ethereum. The second takeaway is that there's been an increase in Ethereum layer 2s. So layer 2 is a framework that's built on top of the blockchain, like Ethereum, and the reason for doing that is to increase scalability and increase transaction speed. While Ethereum has a lot going for it, it has big scalability issues, which causes problems like gas being super expensive during peak hours. So layer 2s like Optimism and Arbitrum aim to solve Ethereum's scaling problems while retaining Ethereum's integrity. With people moving back to Ethereum and trusting Ethereum more in this bearish market, it makes sense that Ethereum-based layer 2s are getting more attention because they fix Ethereum's problems while still keeping Ethereum's being. The narrative seems to be shifting away from Ethereum killers to Ethereum layer 2s, with all these whales moving their assets onto Ethereum and onto Arbitrum and Optimism. Number 3 is stablecoins. All of the top 10 wallets have huge stablecoin holdings. They're sitting on millions of dollars of stablecoins while earning low yield on them. This is primarily a risk management move. It's easy to view stablecoins as unattractive when the market is pumping, but those who didn't have a lot of stables got wrecked by the bear market. And now that prices are so low, once the blood settles down, they're going to come in and get huge discounts, and they're going to be able to cash in on tons of opportunities. This is a huge learning for all of us, beyond just this cycle. Stables keep your money safe. You can earn yield on them while being liquid. You don't want your entire portfolio to be volatile, and it definitely does not work in this market. For regular investors who are witnessing current events, it's a huge wake-up call to take risk management more seriously and prioritize survival. Also, a lot of people are in a rush to buy the dip right now, but timing the bottom of the market is near impossible. There are a lot of macro factors that are causing this bad market. It's going to take a lot of time to recover. There's no rush to buy in. These whales are sitting on stables and just waiting for the good opportunities to come. As long as you have cash, you can keep jumping on good opportunities, and they're bound to keep coming. So make sure you're liquid. Different stablecoins have different pros and cons, so understand the risks, prioritize safety, and play the long game. Number 4, top tier protocols. In crypto, we have a new DeFi protocol every day. Some of them offer crazy returns, some of them seem new and impressive. But the truth is, a lot of them aren't very sustainable. In this market, we've seen so many quote-unquote good protocols fail. The good news is we know that DeFi works. Protocols that are actually good are working perfectly, but others aren't doing as well. I noticed that a lot of these top wallets move their assets back to these protocols that are actually good. And what I mean by good is battle tested. Protocols that do what they're supposed to do, even when they're under stress. Protocols like Aave and Uniswap are doing just fine. They're sustainable, and they work under stress, and they've survived multiple cycles. For most people, these protocols aren't as attractive because they offer low yields compared to other unsustainable ones. 1000% APYS sounds a lot better than 5%, but this market is painfully showing us that there's no get-rich-quick scheme. Putting your money in a battle-tested protocol that offers low yield is a good risk management move, and it's a lesson beyond just this bear market. Number 5, the merge and Ethereum staking. Ethereum is switching from a proof-of-work system to a proof-of-stake system very soon. In anticipation of that, a lot of these whales are holding and staking ETH. You can stake ETH directly if you have 32 ETH, or you can use protocols like ROCKETPOOL or LIDO to stake any amount of ETH. The merge is a super bullish Ethereum event that's coming up in the next few months, and these guys are buying and staking a lot of ETH. If you want to read more about ETH staking, I did a whole thread on it, and I'll leave it in the description below. And that's it. Those were the 5 takeaways and insights from the top 10 whale wallets. I hope you found this useful. Make sure you like and subscribe this. A lot more is coming here. I have a lot of daily insights, daily guides coming soon, so subscribe for that. And I know the audio wasn't the best. I have a mic coming in a day, so it's going to get better very, very soon. In the meantime, if you want more crypto content, insights, and breakdowns, follow me on Twitter @CoffDuck. I'll leave it below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.